Hey, what's up? Sixtayo here. Today I'm just going to be doing a another tutorial on the HTC One M7. My last video on how to actually disassemble the HTC One M7 properly. It was quite long. It was about an hour and 9 minutes, and not everybody's willing to sit through an hour and 9 minute long video, because most of you are considered professional or I guess amateur technicians that know a little bit. Really, all you needed was what is that up? Crazy. Really, all you needed was to know how to get the back off properly. So, right here, I have a red HTC One M7 I just bought today from Sprint. This one I actually gave away my silver Sprint HTC One. One, I didn't have anything to use with it, and two, it was my little brother. I mean, he really wanted the phone, so I just gave him one for free in exchange for a upgrade. So I just used his upgrade to get this one. And yeah, so I'm actually going to be taking the back off this one and putting my T-Mobile HTC One parts in this one, which they are completely compatible. There's no difference in the frames whatsoever, and it is the same one that I did a full black conversion on. Actually, no, it's not. That one's another one. This is my other one that I did the same thing on. So yeah, but anyway, this is a remake of the same tutorial, but just how to get the back off. So, enjoy the video, and we'll go ahead and get started on that. And, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started off with the tools that you will need for this repair. First and foremost, you will need some type of work gloves or racing gloves. These, I think, are just work gloves, but they can also be used for racing gloves, too. But yeah, something with decent padding. I mean, these are the same ones that I used in the other video, and I don't know if you've watched it already, which you can find in the somewhere around this area. Yeah, burning up this back piece hurt like hell, even with these gloves on. So just keep in mind this is going to be very painful to do, because I am going to be using my same 1,000 degree heat gun, graded for 750 to 1,000 degrees, $20 from any Walmart, or $16 I think from Home Depot's website. And also you will need one of these little guys, just a little X-Acto blade. As many of these as you can find lying around. If you've ever ordered any aftermarket parts off of eBay or anything like that, most sellers will include stuff like this, so with little plastic pry tools and stuff. You will need those because, I mean, you don't want to use these throughout the entire process, because you may end up fucking something up. And yeah, there is a very high risk of actually fucking up the side of the housing. And by that, what I mean is, let's see, I'll show you on this one, this stuff, little plastic stuff that goes along the edges. This is the black one. So let's just get into it. I'm going to try to keep this as short a video as possible, but that doesn't always happen with something like this. But I'll just try my best. So let's go ahead, get this out of the box. Brand new, unused HTC One in red. Now let's just look at the red HTC One real quick. Okay, we looked at it. No, but it really is very, very sick. And there's actually supposed to be a blue one coming out very soon, too. Not sure exactly when, but there are parts from like E-Trade Supply that you can actually, find a LCD digitizer frame with the blue pieces on the front, but no back housing in blue. Of course, they're out of stock because they don't have any at all. I think they just listed it on the website because they're expecting it. So that's something to look forward to. But for now, we got a red one. And, I can actually, finally match my iPhone with my HTC One. So, awesome. Let's get into this shit. So, first of all, you just want to make sure the LCD and digitizer on this works. If you're using this, wow, this really doesn't come with a lot of battery. You just want to make sure that the whole front assembly works. Unless you're putting a new front assembly on, then, test it during the repair. But you can order these LCD digitizer frames for about $20 from E-Trade Supply as well, with the red pieces. Back housings, still no sign of them yet, but I mean, if you have a friend with the red HTC One, or you pay him to use an upgrade like I did, then maybe you can do this. So let's go ahead and turn this off, because I know it already works. Power off. Bye-bye. And as you can see right here, I have a cardboard surface. The reason for that is because my glass desk surface gets really fucking hot, and I don't want to melt anything underneath there. So the cardboard will kind of absorb the heat. It'll burn up, but it'll absorb most of the heat. What you want to do, you want to, I'm going to go ahead and put my left glove on first. And first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop out this volume button right here. Some of you have actually asked me if you can put it back in afterwards, which it's very possible to do just that, but I'm not sure how difficult it is because I've never really had to before. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. It is possible, it's just very difficult to do. We're going to get this box out of the way. Put that with my other HTC One boxes. I have like 3 of them in my closet right now. What I'm going to do first, I'm just going to heat this up for a little while. It's going to take a little bit for it to actually heat all the way up to the temperature I want. But this will get really fucking hot. Now, if you can help it, try to keep your heat gun away from the these little markings right here that go along the edges. Because on the white HTC, silver HTC One that I had, there's actually a little bit of melting spots on it. Now that can be shaved off or whatever, but this is a brand new HTC One. I want to keep it looking brand new as best I can. Right here it's just straight metal, so I can go ahead and just do that. Whoa. Kind of an odd smell there, but okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the my X-Acto blade. I'm going to try my very best not to fuck this up. Now on the Sprint variant, you have a little antenna right here that you really want to be careful of that you don't fuck it up. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to lift it up from here. And I'm going to go ahead and proceed to, try to proceed down here. I'm trying to remember where that cable is. Now you want to be also very conscious of your volume flex cable, because it's right above here, I believe right here in the middle. I'm not 100% sure as of right now. But that's one thing you definitely want to be careful of, because right now for the Sprint variant, you cannot buy that part. You cannot buy the top assembly. It's only for the 801E, which is the At&t or Sprint, or no, At&t or T-Mobile variant of the HTC One, or the international one. I believe that's the same model too. I'm just being very, very cautious not to bend the plastic on this. Because if I do that, it's just going to look like shit. And I also forgot to take out my SIM tray. But that's not a big deal, because I just did that now. Yeah. I also did notice that heating this up, it did cause a little bit of warping. But then again, as I can see right here, it's wiping off just fine with my glove, so nothing to worry about there. I'm going to try to keep it from the edges because I already melted a little bit of the front frame right there, which I may replace later. So I'm going to order a new frame for it anyway. And now I'm just heating this up. Ah, fuck, why did I just pick it up with my bare hand? What's wrong with me? This is a very, very painful repair. Some parts you're going to have to use a little bit of force because that's really all you can do. But I want to try and use as little force as I have to, because if I don't have to use too much force, then yeah, try to keep from doing that. Try to keep this in the camera the best I can too. This can be really frustrating. Especially if all you're doing is just swapping housings. Now, all this right here is the front camera, so that's why it's not too big of a deal to put a lot of force here. And there's actually a plastic plate that goes right here that I always forget to put back for some reason, as seen in my last video about this. It's just so fucking annoying. Okay. Fuck? Can you just text me? Oh, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go with that. Now we're going to go ahead and heat this area up a little bit more. Try to keep my distance. I'm also going to try to keep this as short of a video as possible at the same time. But if you're doing this on your own phone, you want to definitely take as much time as you need to. If you try to rush this, then you're going to mess something up and you're going to be stuck with a shitty looking phone. It hurts so bad. Okay, that split up just fine. When you're separating your housing from this area right here, you just want to be really conscious of your LCD digitizer assembly, because if you break that, I believe E-Trade Supplies sells these front assemblies for about 92 to 96 bucks, $100 for different models, but there's no difference in the assemblies, so kind of cancels itself out there. So the cheapest option you should be just fine with as well. Okay. Now once you got one entire side up, you should be able to, if you can leverage it just right, you can get the whole thing off with little to zero issues at all. That should be enough right there. Oh, God. Ow. I just barely touched my hand on the back housing, which is simmering fucking hot. Ow. Okay, looks like we got a little bit of leverage right here. Oh. It's burning through the glove. Ow. Why? Well, I know why, but why? Why can't these things just be easy? Okay, got a good separation right there. There we go. Let's go around it. A little bit of chew up right there, but I don't give a fuck. It is too sexy to care. That is how to get the back off. Now, let's see. So the only downside is some of this got a little bit melted because I put too much heat there and too much heat got to that area. So what I'll be doing at some point in the future, if I give a shit enough, is, let's see, what will I be doing? I'll be getting a new frame and a new LCD with the red pieces in it already. And or I'll just get them separate and then I'll just put them together and we'll call it a good day. Then I'll have a perfect T-Mobile HTC One on T-Mobile. But, you know, being that, you know, that's there. Still, having the only red T-Mobile HTC One period in the US, it's good enough for me. Fuck it. So let's get on to the disassembly part. Okay. So, right here, we have a little sticker covering our, what is it? I believe that's the digitizer. Could be wrong. I forget which one it is. I have a broken assembly around here somewhere. Ah, shit. My pants were being touched by my heat gun. And they were burning. My pants were on fire. And my iPad just fell. Hold on. I need a better iPad stand. Okay. We got a little thingy right there. Actually, no. This is your charge port. This is your charge port cable. I'm stupid. How am I so stupid? Fuck it. Smarter than the other guy who attempted this. To have the first video on disassembling an HTC One. Okay. Just want to be really careful with that cable, because if I fuck up that cable, I can't use this. Lift that up right there. Pulls out just like so. Easy enough. I'm going to grab my Phillips screwdriver. Get these little guys out. Set them off right here. And right there. Let's see. You get this coaxial cable out right here, which when I look this part up, it says it's the Wi-Fi cable, but these are Wi-Fi cables. Because let's see, on my T-Mobile one, the first time I turned it black, I mixed the cables up and accidentally, just mixed them up. And what ended up happening is I could not get Wi-Fi for the love of fucking God. Then I used common sense and I was like, wait a minute, this cable goes there and that cable goes there. Well, it looks like it does. Let's do that. Turned it on, tested it, and Wi-Fi worked. It's like, okay. And yeah, so we're going to get this little guy up. Yeah, well, that came out without any effort. But what you're supposed to do is lift that little guy up right there, and yeah, just like that. And why is this up? That is going to stay there because I'm going to use that part later. I'm going to put that over there. And I'll lift this little plastic guy up. So you can put this back, and not have to worry about it. Why do I have this glove on still? You don't need gloves on after you get the back off. There's no reason. Unless, I mean, it's still hot as shit inside the phone, then maybe. Still kind of warm on the phone, so yeah. Okie dokie. Let's get that battery up. Battery is just a terminal, so it just pops right out. Held down by a little piece of tape right there. No big deal. Then, let's see. We got some more stuffs under this little guy. Sorry if not all this is in the video. Trying to pay attention to both my iPad and the phone at the same time. Okay, now, just so you don't fuck up the volume flex, we're just going to stick our knife right underneath there. Don't know if you can see that, but right underneath the volume flex and just kind of pop it out. Because what's holding it there is just some sticky stuff. As long as you get that sticky stuff out and get this little coaxial cable out too, pops out just like that, then you should be good. Don't forget this little guy. Now when you look for the Sprint variant, I think the Verizon one uses the same thing too. But yeah, when you look for the top assembly for this one, just make sure you look for this little antenna thing right here. I think it has something to do with the CDMA antenna in it. So, yeah. Next there's one more little coaxial cable. Just right there. Just something that's there just to be there. Now we're going to get our motherboard out. Held down by 4 screws. Let's see, we're going to set that there. So I need these down corresponding to where they go in the phone. So yeah, that's one way to keep track of it. Okay, now let's see, this coaxial cable is still connected, so just disconnect that and make sure there's nothing else holding it down. Okay, and there's the motherboard. Yeah, there you go. Now we're also going to get our top assembly out, which is the part I actually needed out of here to begin with. So we're going to take this little guy out, and this also has a little antenna adapter that you want to keep track of. Keep track of how this is right now inside of the phone. I just took the screw out. So if you look right here at this little guy, come on out. Come on out. Fucking bitch. Oh, wait, no, it's under there. Never mind. Alright, so keep in mind that this is underneath. Put it with the screw. So it goes underneath the motherboard, the screw goes over. So, yeah, just kind of remember that. Keep that in mind. And this top of this cable right here is just a little terminal cable. So we're just going to set that over there. Is there any more screws I'm missing? There's your power flex cable right here, which is also your IR sensor. And that should be it. I was expecting... Oh, no, yeah, never mind. There were 3 screws. I was like, wait, isn't there another screw? But that was the 3rd screw. So, feel stupid now. Whatever. Don't forget your SIM card tray thingy. which is right here. Just pop that up, slide it out. Now doing a full disassembly of this. I mean, I guess down to the battery, which I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just keep this battery in there. I'm not even gonna mess with it because it's a brand new battery in a brand new phone, and mine's a used battery in a used phone. So yeah, there's a top assembly for a Sprint HTC One M7. That is a front assembly with a battery and your speaker and your charge port thingy right there. That's it. Yeah. So now with that out of the way, I'll set that over there, set this over there. I'm actually going to go ahead and move these over. That way I have room to take my phone apart. Okay, don't know what happened there, but video just cut out on its own. So now I'm going to go ahead and take apart my T-Mobile HTC One, which once you've taken your HTC One apart the first time, it's extremely easy to do after that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, my Mazda wheel. Actually, I got an email. Let me check that real quick. Okay. So I'm commenting on my other HTC One video. Cool, I guess. So basically the same stuff as the other one, just no heating up anything. It's my T-Mobile SIM card. And let's get this little guy out. So same steps as before, just no heating up. Go ahead, this little guy up. There you go, just like that. Okie dokie. Oh. Huh, I guess I didn't put those screws back in there. Oh yeah, I lost those screws. Oh well, whatever. Who cares? I don't. There you go. Hey, I'm missing screws. But then I remembered I don't give a shit, so it's all cool. I'll probably just take them from this one. So yeah, that works out. Yay. Yay. Okie dokie. See anything else holding that motherboard down? Just those two black screws. My motherboard. Set that off to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the stuff out. Get my top assembly out. These 3 screws. Well, 2 because I already took the other one out. Okay, just that's their cool story, bro. Okie dokie. Set that black stuff off to the side. And we're going to go ahead and set this in just like so. Just like so. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Now, one thing that's different about the HTC One on Sprint is where the volume flex is, where it goes with these volume flexes, is there's a little cushion right here. So you're just going to take out this little cushion and you are good to go. Is there 2? Nope, yep, that's it. Like, wait, is there another one in this one? But there is only 1. Good. Set those over to the side. Sorry, that wasn't in the camera. Actually, there's probably a lot of stuff that wasn't in the camera. My bad. Let's make sure that's over the top. Put everything back the way you took it out, and you should be just fine. I'm actually going to steal the screws out of the Sprint one to put in mine. That way I have all the stuff in mine. Because honestly, I have no fucking use for the Sprint one, other than it's just there to be there. Okay, yeah, this is actually the LCD cable. This is the digitizer. I just barely remember that because I remember I had some issues with my LCD where it would go all scrambly and stuff, and then couldn't figure out what was going on. Thought it fucked up, and then I put some pressure on it, put some tape on it, closed it up, and it was good and fine and dandy and stuff. Holy shit, just go in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set this in here. Then with our coaxial cable, we're going to go ahead and put that down too. I mean, once you got the back housing off, this is really easy phone to do. It's not really considerably hard. The only hard part is getting that back off without damaging it, which that it is successfully. Which I could say the same for the frame, but I'd rather it be the frame than that has a little bit of melty stuff than the back housing, because I cannot find any red back housings anywhere at all. I searched everywhere for them. Why is it so hard for me to put a fucking coaxial cable in? What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm just like, I don't know, kind of trying to maneuver it this way and that way and whichever fucking way to no avail. All it is a stupid coaxial cable that I connect and disconnect all day long on different phones, all fucking day. Now that's down, put that cable down, put the sticky stuff down, put the digitizer in. Why is it so hard to put the digitizer cable in? There's no excuse for this shit. Sticky stuff down, sticky stuff over other coaxial cable. I'll get some better lighting on this. I just looked at my iPad screen and noticed how dim the video was. Okay, so back to these cables. Actually, let's go ahead and put these screws in before I forget about them. There's a little clasp right there, which could interfere later. Guess I didn't see that. That's okay, because it's down now. So these cables, just remember your gray one is on the bottom and on the top here. Your blue one is on the bottom and the top here. So we're going to take the gray one. Now we're going to go ahead and stick it right on that little top thing right there. And this will make your Wi-Fi work. Screw these guys down. Okay, remember what I was saying about this little guy right here? Stick it underneath your motherboard. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it from this one. Put underneath your motherboard, then screw it in. Make sure it's, sitting sideways and stuff. Or is it sitting up that way? I don't even remember, to be honest. Yeah, that makes more sense, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't even remember. But fuck it. It still goes down like that. I'm good. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and test it out. Let me find some sticky stuff for these cables. Meanwhile, I'm just going to put these battery screws back in. So I never forgot those before. Okay, yeah, everything's good. Everything's fine. Test my signal real quick. Make sure that all works. How's this going? Getting full Wi-Fi signals just fine. Recognizing my shit. Getting full signal just fine. And yeah, so that's good. Damn it. What I want to do is turn it off. Shit. Why so hard to just turn this shit off? Ah, fuck it. Whatever. I don't care. Done trying. Put these little stickies back on there. On these little connectors and stuff. Yeah, that's it. I'm good. Okay. Now when you put your back housing on, you want to make sure that you put your button back in beforehand. Now, the side that's flat is going to be the side that faces you when you put this on. So just put it in just like that. Make sure your power button's still there. And yeah, let's go ahead and put this shit back in there. Now be careful and keep in mind of how your volume buttons are sitting when you put your housing back down. Make sure you're not poking out or anything, 'cause that would be bad. I think I just did it again. I think I forgot to put this thing back. Okay, well, I'm not going to miss it. I don't need it. You know what? Fuck it, never mind. That top end's not going back down. Is it going down? I can't tell. So yeah, don't forget this little thing. The way they put this back in, just line this up with this little silver thing right here. I don't know why I keep forgetting that, but I do. Apologize. Sorry. I mean, this is just a little protector for whatever's under here, but whatever. It is what it is. So I'm going to put the top on first, then I'll worry about the bottom. Get all these little guys down. Okay. Little flappy thing just poking out there. I don't even know what that is. I think it's just a sticker just chilling there. I'll just pick it out later. But yeah, that is the first T-Mobile HTC One in red. And it is so fucking sexy. I don't know how long I've been wanting a red HTC One. Actually, that black isn't as black as I thought it would be from the other one. So, where is the other SIM tray? I must steal it from this. So I have a straight up black SIM tray. There we go. T-Mobile HTC One in red. Yes. So sexy. Why the fuck only Sprint in the US has this? Why the fuck only Sprint has this in the US? I have no idea. Because this is really the sickest color the HTC One comes in. It is so, oh my god, so fucking sexy. Now, both my iPhone and my HTC One match. So, yeah. Red's not even my favorite color. Blue's actually my favorite color. So, but anyway, that is how to, I guess, do a motherboard swap and top assembly swap on the HTC One M7 for T-Mobile USA and Sprint USA, I guess. Whatever. But anyway, hopefully this video helped you out, maybe a little bit more than the other video, in a way, I suppose, to do this. But yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 6Tyler0. If you have any questions whatsoever about this at all, please let me know. I'm more than willing to help any of you out with anything you need. Parts, links to tools, you know, how to do certain things when you're at whatever point. If you didn't see something I did in the video that you weren't too sure about, then let me know, and I'll try to clarify it, or you know, just let you know. But anyway, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 6Tyler0, and yeah, see ya.